Listen to Beer Bongs and Bentleys.
Yeah.
Such a good album.
I like Post.
I love Post Malone. Oh my fucking god. The song, fuck, what was it? Rich and Sad. That is like quintessential Post Malone melody, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Hey, we're Junior Varsity.
Junior Varsity.
There's a graphic. My name's Josh.
My name's Victoria.
And we are a podcast. Welcome, everyone who came from the Matt Champion album party listening review reaction first listen.
Is that going to be our intro every time?
Yes, because
like
we got like 20 subs off that shit.
Yeah.
I figured it would, we need to invite them.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Welcome,
love you
everyone.
guys.
Yeah. What did we talk about last week, Tori?
We talked about Coachella. You went to Seattle.
I'm a film guy.
You're a film guy. The Ghostbusters movie, Forrest Gump, yesterday, The Beatles, Adele.
All that stuff
All
last
those
week.
things.
But now it is a new week with
Correct.
new topics.
Is it May when this comes out? I think so.
Oh, shit. Is that really true? Oh, my fucking God.
I might be wrong. If it's not May, it's very, very close to May.
You're going to give me a fucking panic attack on this podcast.
I'm sorry.
I have so much shit to do.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Fuck you better be.
It might not be May. I'm just thinking that if this coming Friday is the 26th, then that's already pretty late into April. But it probably won't be May when this goes up. It'll probably be like the maybe like the 30th or something.
If it's May, I'm going to hang myself.
Sorry.
Welcome, everyone. I already said welcome like 70 times already.
That's okay.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about.
But our list isn't up, so who could tell you?
Okay. Hey, Cody Co dropped a song. Tell him about it.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So this is a little bit old by the time I'm talking about it, but I think it's still relevant because it's so important, and if you haven't seen it, now's a great time to. Cody Co and Young Nut came out with their song Nightmare a couple weeks ago, and the song is like good, but what's really exciting to me about it is two things. The first is that the video is maybe one of the greatest video concepts I've ever seen. Like, it's the most like cohesive with someone's like brand and like rise to fame that I've ever seen, that I thought was so interesting, but it's also so original, so well executed. I think Cody like kind of directed like a good chunk of it, which is like just so exciting. It's basically like, it's like a Jubilee video, but like a nightmare version. Like all this shit's going wrong. It's like, oh, you saw it?
Yep.
Oh, slay. Yeah, okay.
To prep for this.
Amazing. Yeah, so I love that. I thought that was so good. But then also what I love is just that, like, I love Nut. Like, I don't love saying that, but I love him, like, as a creator, and I think he's so funny. And I think, like, he has had, like, just the ideal, like, rise, kind of. Like, Cody saw him in a different video, thought he was funny, and now they're like good friends, like collaborators. Nut's doing like all this cool stuff on his own. Like, I just think that's so exciting, and I think that's kind of hopeful for, like, I don't want to say like us, but like small people in general. Like, you could get seen by anyone, and like, I don't know.
That is true.
I think they're cool.
Yep. Look, I don't have much to add here.
That's okay.
Because I don't watch Cody Co that often. I mean, I'd watch him here and there. I don't know who the fuck Young Nut is. I don't watch Jubilee videos. I don't like the genre of the song. This is not my thing. Not to say that you guys cannot enjoy it. I'm sure it's cool. It was a nicely done video. I will say that. It's just not up my alley.
That's okay.
At all. But I'm glad you like it.
Thanks.
That's very cool. Mm-hmm. Here's something I do like, though. Moana. The best movie ever made. With a great plot, great character design, great art direction, great writing, great songs, terrific, rendering in terms of, the hair and the water. Great cast, great voice acting. So they made another one. Isn't that great, you guys?
That's definitely good news for you.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die talking about this shit. Look, they came out with an image of the new Moana and how she looks. Guys, it looks like the first draft of how Moana should look like. It looks like the first draft of... I have the Moana art book. This looks like this belongs in the Moana art book. Here's what she could have looked like. But she, obviously doesn't, because we know what Moana looks like. And I get it. She's supposed to be like aged up or whatever. Like this is her after a couple of years. No, it's not. It's not. It is not. I made her look at the image before we started today. That shit does not...
It does not quite look
like Moana. But I saw a bunch of Twitter comments of like, oh, this looks so good. And this looks... I can't wait to see it. Oh my God, Moana looks so different. Maybe I'm cynical.
No, I think you're just like really... Like, I think if anyone can have this strong of an opinion, it's you.
I just love Moana so much, bro.
You love Moana.
Let me get that point across. And I know I spent like all of last episode like just freaking the fuck out about the sequel and being scared of it. And it's not to dissuade people from watching it, even though I believe I used the word fearmonger. But I don't know. I feel very strongly about this topic, which is why I, spend so much time talking about how scared I am of it.
Of course.
But at this point, maybe I will lay the Moana talk to rest, because you know what? I can't do anything about it. It's not like I'm working on the fucking movie, so whatever. I'm gonna just
start a revolution.
Of what? People who like...
Of people getting angry and then...
I don't think I started that. That's a thing like far before me.
Right.
But whatever. It might hit is the thing. Like Moana's a great character. There's so many things you can do with her and her story. A lot of avenues could be taken. I just hope they don't take the wrong one. That's all I have to say about Moana this episode. I'm done, I promise. No more, unless someone brings it up that isn't me, which would be her. And if she brings it up, then I'll talk about it. But me, I will not bring it up because I'm done. Mm-hmm. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I kind of just want to read what you wrote because I think it's really funny and people aren't going to get to appreciate this because they don't see our list of topics. Josh wrote, fucking Moana redesign, fucking ugly ass, fucking directionless. This is exactly what I was fucking scared of. Stupid ass, talentless, lack of appeal. Doesn't even look like her. I am going to call the police.
And I stand by that.
Yeah.
But you don't see that part of me on, when I'm on camera. No. I don't like to show that part of me when I'm on camera. But yeah, fucking whatever. The plot got released, I think, or I don't know, but I won't talk about that either because I'm gonna just let them do their thing.
Okay.
I'll trust them.
Now I'm curious what the plot is, but I'll find out.
I think it's something about her
time.
ancestors. I won't talk about it too much.
Okay.
But yeah, no, whatever. Speaking of Disney and princesses and shit like that.
Rapunzel. That was a good transition. I was thinking about that too. Yeah. So there's a lot of uproar at the moment. And I will need
to Google this because I don't know what's happening.
Okay. I'll give you just the basic rundown. I don't even think a live action Tangle has been confirmed. I don't even know if they've said it's in the works. I think someone just said, oh, if there was a live action Tangled, I'd like to see this. Suddenly it turned into this very big discussion as if there is going to be a live action Tangled. And everyone and their mom is freaking out because Rapunzel needs to be white. Rapunzel needs to be white. What are we going to do if when they cast live action Rapunzel, she isn't white? What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm gonna just let you talk about this.
Why does Rapunzel need to be white, fucking dumbass? What part of the story requires her to be white? Like, I'm really so confused. And then people were like, well, okay, but she needs to be blonde. I don't know if that's that essential either. Like, yeah, I guess, like, they make a lot of comments about her golden hair, but isn't the point of the fucking story that her hair is long? Is her hair any less magical if it isn't blonde? But okay, even if she needs to be blonde, bitch, they'll make her hair blonde. The same way that Ariel still had her red hair, but in a different format to accommodate the change in race. I don't know what we're so upset about. And it's like people are really losing their minds. And I just think part of what's so funny about this is that I really don't think they've even said anything is happening. And then everyone's sending hate to this beautiful actress, Ivanka. I'd never even heard of her until Mean Girls, the live action Mean Girls came out, and she slayed so hard. And some people were saying like, oh, we'd love to see her as Rapunzel. And now people are sending this girl like fucking death threats when she has not been cast. People just said she could maybe do a good job. I don't get it.
That's just Twitter.
Yeah.
That's just Twitter.
Yeah, that's just Twitter. But on TikTok too, there was a video of a girl. She was like, I'm just crying because I'm thinking about how Rapunzel's not going to look like me anymore. Oh my God.
A white girl?
Yes.
Oh, you funny white people.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So no confirmed news at all about a Tangled remake. I just looked it up.
Thanks.
And yeah, so what you're talking about is just like people saying she would be nice.
Yeah.
And like rumors, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone knows how I feel about live action remakes. I fucking hate them, in case you're new here. I think
Except for?
Okay, when I'm on this couch, The Little Mermaid live action was so epic, dude.
Yeah.
Because we are uplifting Black women. Awesome. Anyway, as an artist, I don't love the notion of live action remakes. I think it kind of spits on animation's face. It kind of feels like you're saying, oh, okay, cool, nice job. Let's let like the actual medium take it from here. Like that's what it feels like a lot of the time. Like,
I agree.
I don't know. You don't need live action remakes at all. I think if there's this push to kind of like, you know, have a story be told again, I think honest to God, with a lot of, especially like Disney movies, like they're very all nicely done. Like you can just re-release it in theaters and like, but like make, you know, some fun things about it and people would watch it.
For sure.
Honest to God. Like if they were to like put in like Tangled again in theaters and then also include like Tangled Ever After, like the short that happened like with their wedding, people would watch that. People would buy tickets to watch that. I don't know. And it'd still be animated. It'd still be the original story. I don't think we need a live action remake of anything ever. I barely think we need remakes of anything unless it's like for like a very specific like type of situation.
Yeah.
That being said, if people are upset about you know, a person of color taking over a white character's role in a live action remake, it's time to go outside. It's time to make some friends. It's time to hit the club. It's time to learn how to dance. It's time. I think I've said this on the podcast before. Like, but like, when is the last time you jumped? Have you jumped lately? Either for joy, for a sport, for dancing. Are you that miserable that you just don't jump ever? I jump once a day. Honest to God, I jump once a day. Whether I'm dancing, maybe I'm making a beat, I'm like, that shit is hot, I jump. I do a little jump. These fucking heartless ass, tasteless ass, depressed people on the internet do not jump. I can look a guy in the soul and count the days it's been since he last jumped. And half the time, it is when they were like 7 years old. Because that's the last time they were fucking happy.
That's actually like the best thing I've ever heard.
Right.
Because I don't think about that, but jumping is like kind of a key.
Exactly. Look, cool people jump.
Cool people jump for sure.
Look, do you play a sport? Do you work out? Do you dance? You're jumping.
Yeah.
If you're not doing one of those things at least once a day, or just jumping, just hopscotch, whatever, just for no reason. Jump roping, maybe. If you're not doing those, like at least once a day, you're going to be a miserable ass person. So ask yourself, have you jumped today?
Yeah.
And if you haven't, pause the episode or keep us on in the background, whatever, and just do a little jump.
Although if you're like in a wheelchair, you don't need to jump.
Well, why would the fuck would you say that?
I was just thinking about I was thinking about people who can't jump for real reasons. I just want to excuse the people who have real reasons not to jump. But if you can jump, I think you should.
Well, they're making me look bad.
I don't mean to. I was just I was worrying about people who can't jump.
People who cannot walk have their other ways of expressing joy.
For
They have
sure.
a different version of jumping.
For sure.
Maybe they like wave their arms up in the air or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Chill on that.
Sorry.
Don't make me look fucking bad.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I was just thinking about it.
Yeah. But anyway, that's a good gauge to see if someone is actually worth talking to. If they jump or not. And some people do not jump. And that is all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Speaking of jumping, not really. Well, this segue is weird. My back hurts a lot. That makes no sense. So I've been sleeping on the ground for like months now, just on a mattress, but like on the ground.
Okay.
Not yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
Because we needed a bed frame in another room of the house, and I was like, just take mine. Mm-hmm. And it was cute at first. But then it's so hard to get out of bed when you sleep on the ground. It is just impossible because your body has to do like 20% more work.
Right.
To like, because you're on the ground. You have to like do a whole nother like extra bend with your knees and your legs to get out of bed and shit.
That's true.
And yeah, I don't know. I think what really like changed my mind about it is like there was a spider on my arm, so I don't do shit like that.
I don't like that.
I'm the type of person, I don't know if this says a lot about me, but if there's a bug on my arm when I'm sleeping, I will get up and leave and sleep in another room.
I think I would do that also.
Yeah. That's never happened to you ever?
No.
Damn, you're lucky. I've got spiders and shit and like
I hate that.
crickets.
I mean, sometimes they'll be like nearby, but they've never been on my arm.
No. And like I've read that like they like literally like don't know what they're doing. And like,
right.
Because when I was a kid, I was like, spiders want to bite me, and they want to like they don't. I mean, the ones like that are like house spiders. Like they don't fucking care. Like,
yeah.
They're like more scared than us and them, or I mean, than we are of them. So like I kind of stopped killing spiders just because, first of all, I'm scared. Second of all, that's way too much hassle. And third of all, I heard they actually like help your house. Like they eat other bugs that like are like way more invasive.
That's nice of them.
So shout out spiders. But just don't be on my arm when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, no, don't like that.
Anyway, I got a bed frame because I was tired of that shit. I kind of forgot what we were talking about. From IKEA, because IKEA is great. And I got the cheapest one, I believe. It was like 200 something, I don't know.
Slide.
Yeah. And I built it all like in one day by myself.
Icon.
Yes. Well, my mom helped me, but for some parts, but I mostly built it all by myself. Mm-hmm. And I guess I wasn't very cautious of like how my back was like doing, like where I was bending and stuff. But I like fucked up my back.
Really?
Like, I thought it was just like, oh, it's back pains and like it would go away in a day. I still have it. I built it like 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, maybe.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I don't know what to do about that, to be honest. Like, I do stretches every day.
So you heard it while you were building it?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it wasn't even like an old man type, like, oh, my back.
Right.
And I held on to it like, oh. It was just, I was working on the bed, and then I guess I was like bending over too much. Also, I have a terrible back. And I think I have scoliosis.
Oh,
and
no.
I think I don't take care of my back, and my posture is fucked up. Like, look at my posture right now.
Oh, no, that's okay. Mine's bad, too. I'm glad you said so.
You always say that, but your back is like perfectly like straight,
No,
and
but
like you're
I
sitting
go like
up
this.
and like.
I go like this. But...
Well, that's still fine. I'm like, it's because I've been like hunching over at a desk since I was like 12.
Right.
I've been on my grind since I was 12. So yeah.
And who can blame you for that?
God.
Big plane day.
It's a big plane day all the time.
Plane city over here.
That's the best. Like, Plain City. Whenever there's like an excess of anything.
Yeah.
Man, what is this? Pillow City. This shit is so stupid. Oh my God. I was at a flea market in San Diego, which we'll talk about San Diego too. And I found, it was weird. So it's like a 3-day flea market every weekend. Mm-hmm. And I showed up there with my girlfriend on Friday, And it was like a way, because I've been there before, like on Saturday.
Okay.
That's when we usually go. But we were there on Friday. And it was like a way calmer like experience. Like I don't think everyone shows up on Friday, I guess, because it's like the first day. And at first I was like, oh well. But then I started walking around. And okay, my thing with flea markets around here in LA, at least, I don't know about other places, but like, oh my God, like why the fuck would I spend that much money on clothes when I can get it for like way cheaper at the thrift store, which is I know where you bitches get the clothes and sell them. So like why the fuck would I spend that much more money? And I get it, like, you know, like it's cleaner sometimes, and like maybe they like, it's way nicer to go to a flea market than a thrift store, because like if you go to the thrift store you're probably gonna find it in like a weird condition and like it's kind of dirty. And then in the flea market it's like right in front of you, and I guess you pay extra for that. Whatever. Not me. And I'm walking around and I love technology.
Do you?
Technology. I found, it's called an iBook G4. It was like the first laptops Apple made before the MacBooks.
Wait.
Actually, not the first, but like this was like 2004, I believe.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it's so cool. I gotta fix it up, but I found that for like $40, and it was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't even know if it works yet. I'm still waiting on the charger online, but I found that, and then I found a PS2.
Whoa.
Which is a fucking crazy find. Because, like, honestly, sometimes I see those at flea markets and they just cost so fucking much. But this guy looked like he just found it somewhere. And I was like, okay, I'm interested. And he was such like a salesman. He was like,
really?
Make me a deal. Like, type of person. He was like, you interested? I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, okay, I can do 60. What are you thinking? I'm like, 60? I'm like, does it work? Like, for sure? He's like, oh, yeah, I tested it. I'm like, doubt you fucking.
Yeah.
I doubt you did. But I knew that.
You went home and played it.
Yeah. I don't know. Because I'm like, I doubt it. Because it only came with, like, the power cord, which is nice. And I was like, there's no way you fucking tested this. Because, like, I don't know, just, like, the look of him. And, like, how, like, I could tell.
Yeah.
But I bought it for like 50. I bargained down a little bit. And you're looking at a fucking negotiator, you guys. Okay. Yeah. He said 60. I said, nah, 50. And he said, okay. And I was like, cool. Incredible. And then I went home and I checked the price tag on the PS2 from the thrift store and it said 25. Anyway, wish I saw that sooner. And I was right because it didn't work.
Oh my God.
I had to fix it myself, but I mean, that's why I liked it. I like opened it up and I like, you know, fixed a few things I needed fixing and it works just fine now.
Well, that's exciting.
It is exciting, isn't it?
If I brought it home and it didn't work, I would just be like, oh, it doesn't work.
That's exactly what I think happened with the previous one. Yeah. Because I feel like, I don't know, if it was weird because like I checked like the time of day that it was set to, and it was set to like, I don't even know, like our time, but like 2025.
Oh.
So someone had it like semi recently and then set the date wrong. Ooh. Oh, sorry. I was just making sure. Sorry.
Don't scare me.
But yeah, no. Yeah.
No, that's crazy though.
Yeah, he threw in some games too.
What'd you get?
I got like 2 Maddens. Like 2. This is like before 2K, I guess. There was like ESPN basketball. And then like NBA stuff. I don't fucking know. A surfing game. And then at another place at the same flea market, I found Spider-Man 3 and Sonic Heroes. So I bought that. And then when I went to Seattle and to that old video game store, I found GTA San Andreas for like $7.
That's actually crazy.
It's so cool. Like, I love technology. Like, and the thing about, I was thinking about this earlier. Like, the thing about technology, and I'm sure other things too, but like, technology advances so fucking fast. Like, if you look at where we were at in like 2000 versus now, and maybe like, you know, maybe 24 years isn't a long time, but like to me, it's like such a, you know, if you zoom out, it's such a short amount of time. Like,
no, definitely.
The way things like advance so hard, and like, you know, especially with like, video games, because like it's such like a expensive hobby, honestly, if you're like into video games, especially now. Like, if you want like, I don't even know how much a PS5 is or something. I'm not even a PS5. I'm not like a PlayStation person. Like I have all Nintendo stuff, but like even that, like a Switch is like $200. I think maybe 300.
Maybe 300. I don't know.
I think actually 300. Sorry. And then like I think the most recent game I bought was Tears of the Kingdom, which was $70.
Shit.
So that's crazy. And like that's not even. I have like other games too, which like the average game price is $60.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, like you know, let's say your favorite console is like I don't know, like the Wii U. Like they don't make those anymore because of how fast we progress, right? Yeah. So like that was out for like maybe 3-4 years, and then now they don't produce them anymore. If you want it, then you need to go like to eBay, or like maybe they have it at a thrift store, and then you have to hope that like the previous owner took good care of it and like included everything in it, because like you know you can have a console and stuff, but like it's kind of not functional without like controllers and like the right cords, and then like you need games to play it. And then like the same thing like with phones too. Like let's say your favorite phone ever was like the iPhone 5S. You cannot get the iPhone 5S. I mean you could, but like even if you do, I don't know, it's probably not going to be in the best condition. And then also the company that makes it doesn't even support that anymore. You can't get the most recent update on the iPhone 5S because they don't support it anymore. And that's just how fast everything advances. So that's why I like finding old shit, just so I can see what life was like back then.
That's so cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like technology specifically for that reason, because I think it's interesting and intriguing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. Things advance so fast. Crazy. Crazy.
I had, before I got, what do I have right now? The iPhone 14.
I believe so.
I had like a 7 before that. Yeah. And that's like not that old, but it still felt like hard to do things. Like you don't find cases for those in stores. Like I was going on Amazon and like these low cut, like, and that's really not like that old, but they're moving like this. And this is going to be old probably in a couple months too, because that's just how they move. Yeah.
And I think they want people to advance with them, because I think they actually had a lawsuit and they were guilty where they like fucked with batteries of older like pieces of tech. Like I swear to God, like things just aren't meant to last anymore.
No.
Like, oh my God. Like if you like my old iPod that got stolen from me, like worked so good. I had to like, you know, fix a few things, but like, you know, it worked great. And that was made like before I was born, I think. So like,
that's crazy.
I don't know. I feel like the way things are, and like there's like a new phone every year, a new laptop model every year. And same with like, sorry, I'm gonna like geek out real quick.
Go for it.
But like with these new Apple laptops, like they have like a new chip that is like really like good. Because that sentence was funny. So my laptop has like the older chip.
Okay.
And then it kind of sucks compared to the new one. But now they made like a new Apple made chip. Like it's Apple's own chip instead of like resourcing to other companies. And then like the first one was called the M1 chip. And everyone's like, oh my God, the M1 chip is so cool. And then next year they announced the M2 chip. Like, oh my God, this is even better. And then they announced the M3 chip the next year. And it's like, okay, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like they're all the same except they're just slightly better.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you don't need to make a new thing every year.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But they do. And I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't know if that contributes to more e-waste and shit like that. I honestly think you just need to make one really hard-hitting, super good machine, and then
you're good.
And then stop for like a couple years and then come back. But what do I know?
I have my little boy gets shot story. Cause I know. I told you, I write down keywords because I need to remember what I'm going to say, but
like, what the fuck could this possibly be about?
That's the fun of it. I am in a gender class this quarter, and the other day my professor was talking about, you know, gender. Specifically, she... specifically, she was talking about like how kids get gendered and like develop their sense of identity from a young age. And she was like, oh, that reminds me of a video where you can like really see this happening. Let me go find it. And so, but she like doesn't have it ready and her, you know, computer's on the projector or whatever. So she goes to Google and she types in little boy gets shot. And everyone's just looking at each other like, what the fuck is she about to show us? And we're like really scared. And then she's scrolling through the results that come up and she's like, oh, it's not this. And so she's like, let me add a keyword. And she goes like, little boy gets shot, Nebraska, or like whatever she's looking for. And we're all like, do we want to watch this video? Like, what is she going to show us? And she keeps scrolling, not there. She's like, okay, let me add one more thing. So little boy gets shot, Nebraska, I don't know, blue shirt, like whatever she's looking for. And she just keeps searching and nothing's coming up. And it's like, it's been a couple minutes and we're all just sitting here like, one, we don't know what she's looking for, but also like we're really nervous to see it. And then she goes, oh, let me try one more thing. And she erases the whole Google search and she goes, little boy gets vaccine. And we all go, oh, like it was, and like there's like a collective like sigh in the audience. And the class, and she looks up and she goes, oh, you guys didn't think. And then, but then we're also like, did you not see the results on Google when you were typing this in that were just like violent shit? And she was like, oh, no, guys. But it's like, I feel bad. She's like a relative. She's not like old, but she's an older woman. But oh my God, we were just like dying. And it was just like the funniest thing to like experience collectively. Because we're just all like so anxious internally and like, what's going to happen? Oh my God. That funny little woman. I love her. Like, she's always pulling silly shit in that class. But
you guys didn't think. No. That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Little boy gets shot.
Yeah.
What was she trying to look up?
Basically, it was a video of a kid getting like a shot like a vaccine, and he was trying not to cry, and his dad was in the background like, be a man, be a man. And then after he gets the shot, he's like, I'm a man now. And the idea is like things like, you know, toughness and bravery and not showing emotion are like things that are associated with your gender when you're a kid.
I saw that video. That kid got tricked. He got shot up with estrogen. So he's not a man at all anymore.
Whoa.
Yeah. That is true. That's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, not funny. But
no,
like,
but
yeah, no. Men are just, we're not allowed to show emotions ever.
Oh my God. Another thing. You're so annoying. Another thing we talked about in that class was what we were talking about yesterday.
Oh, yeah,
Nerf Rebelle. I don't know if you guys remember this shit, but
I'm putting a picture on the screen actually for Nerf Rebelle.
Yeah. When we were kids, so I don't know, maybe like 4th, 5th grade-ish, Nerf had this like, I don't know what you called it, like a separate line, and it was called Nerf Rebelle. And these Nerf guns would be in the girls section of the toy store as opposed to the previous Nerf guns were. It's that one.
Oh.
The previous Nerf guns were in the fucking boy section, and these Nerf Rebelle guns were like pink and purple and had like fun designs on them, and they had a bow and arrow, and I wanted one so bad when I was a kid because I was like, oh my God, like Nerf gun like for girls. But then we were talking about it in my class the other day, and I was like, wait, yeah, that's weird. Why does it need to be a girly thing? But also, is it good that they did that? Because that's probably what got me interested in buying it when I never would have wanted a Nerf gun when I was a kid. So things to think about.
Well, to these marketers, you're like a demographic that they're trying to hit. I don't think they're really thinking about like, or maybe they are. I don't know. By the way, guys, that light's just gonna remain off. I'm tired.
You know, I could do it. Don't I just have
I
to
think it's like
press
it
a
overheated
button?
or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So,
well,
listen. Deal with it. I remember, oh my God, I can't remember if this is like exactly like how it went in my head or like how it actually happened, but like I remember being at Target and I saw that and I was like, oh my God, I want that. And my brother was like, it's for girls. And I'm like,
wow.
What the fuck? Like, why? What is the point?
That's so interesting.
Yeah. It's funny how like people try and place like, you know, like I don't know, like trying to like categorize shit into gender full like categories. I'm like, they probably don't have to be.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's so many stuff like that like is for girls or like for like a girly demographic, but like it's like, you know, widely accepted by like all types of groups.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Hello Kitty or something, right?
True, yeah.
Everyone loves Hello Kitty, but like it's like arguably like for girls. Fuck y'all.
Fuck y'all.
God damn it. What the fuck else do we write? Oh, the SNL tweet.
Oh my God.
I saw the tweet. I already know what you're gonna say.
Oh my.
Because I saw so many comments
fucking
saying
God.
the exact same thing, and I thought of you.
Oh my fucking God.
Get ready, everyone.
Maybe like.
Give them some context because of how much you love SNL. Maybe they're new.
I was gonna give my context.
Oh, sorry, I'll shut up.
It's okay. Maybe like 2 episodes or 3 episodes ago, I was talking about the SNL movie and how like I am the #1 SNL fan, and I'm also the #1 SNL apologist, because while I recognize that a lot of the show isn't funny, sometimes a whole episode isn't funny, sometimes a good chunk of skits in an episode aren't funny, I still think the show is like consistently strong when you consider the fact that they are turning these around in like a very fast time. They have so much like production stuff that goes into it. Like they're putting up sets in like less than a week. They're writing scripts in less than a week. They're making things that are very timely. Like I have so much respect for like the way that show is made and like the cast of it, whatever. My biggest complaint is every time something funny happens on SNL, the people who don't watch consistently, or maybe they do watch consistently and they're just stupid, you will always see people saying, this is the funniest thing SNL has done in decades. This is the funniest thing SNL has done since Kristen Wiig left. Like all this fucking bullshit. And I have seen these comments been made literally with a 1 week difference. The most recent thing everyone is talking about is Ryan Gosling hosted last Saturday. When you're watching this, probably like 2 Saturdays ago. Ryan Gosling had a pretty strong episode when he hosted, but this skit that's going super viral right now is it was like a Beavis and Butthead skit, and it was basically like, you saw it?
Yeah,
yeah,
so
okay.
funny.
Yeah, so it's
funny.
like,
dude, that was the funniest thing they did since
it's basically like there's this like conference happening and they're like talking about like a serious political issue, like this like professor doctor guy and like about AI, yeah. And they're like talking about it, but then the guy who's being interviewed, he keeps getting distracted because there's people who look like Beavis and Butthead in the audience, and it's like concept, so stupid.
It's so good.
It's so good. And it's also really funny because Heidi Gardner, who plays one of the people in the sketch, she actually hadn't seen like the full Beavis and Butthead makeup like beforehand, I guess, and so when she turns around she like breaks out laughing, and it's like, it's such a funny sketch. But then I see people on Twitter and they're like, this is the funniest thing SNL has done in decades. It's such a shame SNL isn't like this anymore. Like, wow, they've just been so bad, but thank God this sketch is good. Thank God this sketch is good, because they really haven't been funny in so long.
This is the exact tweet.
Here's the exact tweet that I linked when I was telling Josh about it. Once every 5 years or so, SNL lands an absolute classic. It's that time. Once every 5 years or so, the week before Ryan Gosling hosted, they were saying the same shit about the Jumanji sketch that Kristen Wiig was in. If you guys haven't seen this, there's another hilarious SNL sketch from 2 fucking weeks ago where basically Kristen Wiig's character is at this like dinner party and they're about to play a board game, and she's like, I don't want to play a board game because I'm scared of getting Jumanji. Like she's scared of like the game coming out and like attacking her, whatever. And then they have an argument about like what getting Jumanji means. Everyone on Twitter was saying, this is the funniest thing SNL has done. Bitch, just admit SNL is funny. Like, it's not that hard. Like, I don't know, just because, like, I get it. Like, you get attached to, like, a certain period. I'm probably most nostalgic for, like, the last 10 or so years of the show because that's when I became, like, a really consistent fan. But I love their stuff from the 90s. I love their stuff from, like, the early 2000s. Like, just get a life. The show is funny all the time. You don't need to say that it's only funny sometimes. Every time you think it's funny, you can just say it's funny. That was my take.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
I feel like you can just not watch it too if you don't think it's
that
funny.
Too, yeah.
I don't watch the show, and I just whenever like a skit comes on, I'll watch it.
Exactly. Exactly.
And if I like it, I like it. And if I don't, I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I'm not gonna tweet out. That's, you know, Twitter's fucking is the way Twitter is. But like, you know, like I'm not gonna have a visceral reaction to like something that isn't funny, and then like be all like, oh, see, this is what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Like whenever something actually funny happens in your eyes or whatever, I get your, you know, anger about that, because that is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Guy like me says, this is the funniest SNL's been since last week.
Good job. Yeah. That's what we need to hear more of. Perhaps.
Just to be the cheerleader. Yeah. I'll be in the crowd like, ha, yeah, yep. That's what.
I think that's what they need.
They can actually just clip that and just play it in the background. That's all good.
Good idea.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really watch SNL super much. That being said, that skit was fucking hilarious.
I love it.
That is the dumbest plot I've ever fucking thought of to be conceived. It's so good.
I don't know if I've... Yeah. I don't know if I've talked about it here, but like I would like do anything to work like in any part of SNL. Like if they needed like a shoe shiner, I would do that. That being said, I cannot imagine like writing for that show, because I can't imagine pitching anything and having people be open to it. Because when I think about something like that, like, can you imagine being in the writer's room and being like, guys, wouldn't it be so funny if we did this sketch where like it looks like Beavis and Butthead in the back? Like, I feel like it sounds stupid when you like say it and are like pitching that to someone, but then it's executed and it comes out so good. So, but I think that's just like an internal fear.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's definitely scary to like share an idea like with anyone, and like let alone like a group of people, like-minded people. So yeah, but I feel like SNL or like any writer's room, like it's a very like carefully assembled group of people to like come up with good ideas, and like, you know, maybe like 30% of the ideas that are being said actually gets put in the show. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like you're gonna have to like get rejected sometimes.
True.
I'm glad that one did not get rejected.
Yeah.
Because like honestly, like yeah, just the idea of saying that in a writer's room is maybe scary, but like I'm so glad it worked out.
So good.
So fucking funny. So good. And Ryan Gosling was so good in it.
I love him. He's always so good on SNL.
Sometimes I forget that he's like a really good like comedic actor. Cause like I know him because my mom loves like The Notebook and shit.
Oh,
so
same.
like that's how I know him. But then like Barbie came out and he was so funny in Barbie. And then this sketch, and he's in another movie right now called like
The Fall Guy.
Yeah, Fall Guys. And then, okay, I'm really confused about that movie, by the way, because it's called Fall Guy, right?
The Fall Guy, yeah.
The Fall Guy. Wasn't there a movie called Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
That's why I'm so fucking confused.
No, you're right.
Not to say that they're similar, but like they're both like in the same category of like, you know.
Yeah.
White, funny, likable celebrity.
White guy and
oh shit!
F guy.
I didn't realize that they're Ryans as well. Yeah. So many Ryans and Chris's.
I know.
In the Hollywood sphere.
But you go.
Nope, I had nothing to say.
You did that breath you do when you're going to say something.
Yeah, sometimes I do that and just like go along as I go. There's no plan.
Okay. Well, on the topic of what you were saying about Ryan being a good comedic actor, I think, or at least this isn't always the case, but a trend I've noticed with like the comedies I like and like SNL specifically, sometimes the key to giving like a good comedic performance is being a very talented, serious actor. Because I think sometimes you need to play the comedy seriously, or like as your character, like take it seriously, as opposed to like entering something with the intention of being funny. Because like I think some of the best SNL hosts, I think Adam Driver is probably the best SNL host. I'd have to like really go through my list, but like he is like always like one of the best performers consistently, and that's because he's like such a strong, like legitimate actor, like should have an Oscar by now. And like when he comes onto SNL, he commits fully, and sometimes that's what it takes to be funny. So I think Gosling's a good example of that too.
Yeah, an actor who does the work and puts the time in.
Yeah,
obviously going to be good at comedy.
Yeah.
There's a show called Brooklyn Nine-Nine where
Love.
Yeah, the actor who actually passed away recently, Andre Braugher.
Yeah.
But he was like a drama actor, and like he acted, I believe, in like soap opera adjacent things, but like he takes that into like the comedy sphere, and it's so perfect.
Yes, yeah.
Like his acting is so fucking good. Like I think that stuff is so cool, and it's very tragic how he passed away. And I think it was Jordan Peele who said, I mean, a lot of people say this, but I'm pretty sure I'm just remembering Jordan Peele saying this, like, comedy and horror are like hand in hand. It's like the same, like, timing, setup, release, anticipation, build up, and then the execution of it.
That's so interesting.
Like, it's so, yeah, because like the way you set up a joke is the way like you set up like something scary. And like, that's why, like, you know, when he first made like Get Out, I was like, he made Get Out? I was like so confused. But then I was like, oh shit, like he fucking gets it.
Yeah.
Like, and like Us is like one of the best movies I've ever watched.
Oh my
like,
God.
It's so cool.
Love
and, like,
that.
And I also get, I'm sorry, I'm still on like YouTube shorts sometimes. And I still get like Key and Peele YouTube shorts. I'm like, this is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
And like the fact that you can go from that to a movie like Us or Get Out or Nope, like it's so funny. Yeah.
I've never thought about that, but yeah.
Yeah, they're very similar. And I feel like if you're watching a movie, like a horror movie or, you know, a funny movie, a comedy movie, then you can kind of like draw some type of comparison in real time of like the setup, the anticipation, like the climax or whatever. And then like, yeah. Speaking of comedies, workplace comedies, I mentioned Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The guy who made that also did a show called Parks and Rec. And on Parks and Rec was this guy named Jim O'Heir.
Jim O'Heir made Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Nope.
Oh.
The guy who made Parks and Rec.
Oh, I was like, what the
You're
fuck?
thinking of the same guy, right? I was thinking of
Yeah, who played Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I got scared, but yeah. So Jim O'Heir announced that he's releasing a book.
Which is so funny to me that like you like follow him.
I don't follow him. It just came up.
Well, yeah, like you're like in like okay, like you're in like that like space on the internet where you just get announcements from Jim O'Heir.
Right.
Like,
yeah. But
that's funny.
I'll be completely honest. I don't know a lot about the book because the minute I saw the announcement, I was like annoyed and I didn't feel like reading more. But I saw the cover and it has like Parks and Rec characters and it's definitely meant to be like some kind of reflection of his time on Parks and Rec. And I was immediately pissed off, but I also decided I should calm myself down a bit because I was thinking, guys, before there were rewatch podcasts, there were books. When a celebrity like was running out of steam and they needed some pay, they wrote a book. And so while I'm not happy Jim O'Heir is writing a book about Parks and Rec, because I love Parks and like one of the best shows ever, love Parks and Rec. Yeah. I still have no desire to like read a book about respectfully like this side character. Like what does he have to say really that I haven't heard? Like I'm not happy about that. But I was also like, well, he took the time to write a book and he's not doing a rewatch podcast. So
I'll take a book over a rewatch podcast.
Yeah.
Fucking. What a weird thing to say. Yeah. I'd rather read than listen to fucking podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm like not that upset about it, but I get it. Like it's like, you know, move on.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, it's like that was a big part of his career, and like it's, I don't know. Maybe. Well, you said it was like Parks and Rec characters in the front.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was gonna say maybe it's like a biography, but like
it doesn't seem
he's like focusing on the Parks and Rec. Yeah. I don't know. Never mind.
But I mean, I won't hate too much. He's a cute little old guy.
Yeah,
like
he's chill. Honestly, the thing about Parks and Rec, the cast, they are running television right now.
Oh my God, yes.
Aubrey Plaza. Who plays Ben again? Adam Scott.
Amy
Poehler's Amy Poehler. You don't that's like, you don't have to say anything about
Icon.
that. Rashida Jones just did a Apple TV show. I forgot what it's called, but it's like filmed in Japan or something.
Oh shit.
She's doing that. Rob Lowe is like on some 911 show, like he plays like a firefighter or whatever.
Oh, king.
I don't know where Aziz Ansari is at, which makes me so sad because Aziz Ansari's character is like my fucking favorite. A lot of people.
Oh yeah, whenever I never hear about him.
Yeah, whenever I see clips of his character, people will say like maybe he's like kind of annoying, but like I think he's so funny and he plays the character so well.
Yeah.
Like
that's
me and my sister quote him like every day.
Yes.
Like, of shit that he says on that show. Like he's so good, and I think he does stand up.
He does.
I could be so wrong. I know he does stand up. Sorry, but I meant like recently.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I've listened to like one of his specials, but that was like from 2009 or something. I don't
Oh
know.
wow, okay.
God, 2009, 2008. Those are like my favorite years ever.
Really?
Yes, bro. Or like 2008 to like 2012.
Okay.
I think those are like my favorite years. Cause like I think about like all the stuff that I'd see like on TV on like Disney Channel.
Yeah.
And like the Lakers and like Guitar Hero and
True.
fucking. This is what I mean, by the way, that things move on just way too fast. Like, and I get that's just how the way the world works, but like, damn, dude, that was a good ass year.
No, you're right.
Sound like an old ass man. Oopsies, sorry. It's my back, guys. It's aging me by like 10 years. I'm like, I have the back pains of like a 50-year-old.
That's such a shame.
Maybe it's because I sit like this. Oh well. What else do we talk about?
Oh, I want to talk about the fucking Tiana Disney ride.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, for all that is good in the world, Disney is making, I think it's called Tiana's Bayou
all
Adventure.
the good woke people.
The woke left side. No, I'm so excited. They're making, they're converting Splash Mountain to Princess and the Frog themed ride, and
Sorry.
I could not be happy.
I'm not sorry. We have a lot of. Oh my god, what the fuck was that? We have a lot of new viewers. We're not like this, actually.
Right. Josh is,
Or she's not like that. I am like this.
But I saw a video the other day of some of the animatronics for the ride.
Can't wait to meet you, the animatronic family.
I'm really good at this thing.
You are really good at that.
Yeah. But they released a video of some of the animatronics, not like in the ride, but the ones that are going to be in the ride being worked on and like wherever the fuck they work on things. Yeah. And I was honestly like, I was a little scared because the movements are very smooth, like very smooth. And that's like exciting, but I'm also thinking about like, okay, here I am, like, you know, in this log, whatever. It's probably very dark in there. Like, and I just see this like not quite human, but like very fluid robot, like looking at me. And I'm like excited for the ride, but I'm also scared because just technology is getting crazy. I mean, we've talked about this so much today. Technology is getting crazy.
Wilder and wilder. I'm looking at it right
look
now.
Look at them.
I'll put it up on the screen.
He'll put a clip up, but it's like they look really good.
It's nicely done. It's so cool, honestly.
Yeah.
I think stuff like this is really cool. Like I remember being a kid and going to oh my god. Jack Sparrow's house.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Jack
and
Sparrow's
seeing
house.
I thought it was actually fucking what's his name?
Johnny Depp.
I literally thought it was Johnny Depp when I was
Yeah.
a kid. I was like, what the fuck?
That one looks
or
a
like,
lot.
Or I thought it was like a real person impersonating Johnny Depp. I was like, that's a fucking robot. Especially in the last thing as you're leaving when he's like whistling and like humming the song. And he's like on the chair. I'm like, what the fuck? As a kid.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, you can't fool me. I know
Dumbass
Walt Disney's
robot.
head's around here somewhere. But yeah, no, the rise in like animatronic like realism is so fucking sick to me. Like I guess it really only has a use of like being in places like Disney.
Right, yeah.
I don't know where the fuck else you'd like have another use for animatronics besides like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
And like Five Nights at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. But like yeah, I don't know. I've seen clips of the Beauty and the Beast ride in Japan, and that looks fucking sick. Like the way they do like the move, it literally looks like you like lifted the animated characters from the paper and then put them in real life, which is so cool. The world can be so fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. And we're going this summer.
Yeah, maybe I'll talk about it. I don't know how it's gonna happen.
I'm gonna force you guys to come.
Either way.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. And we can meet fucking Baymax and Hero
True.
Even if we don't go to the actual California Adventure, I'm hopping the
They're
fence.
just gonna. Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm hopping the fence.
Yeah.
Big Hero 6 is like one of the best movies.
Dude, Brian and I went last summer, and it was around the time the live action Little Mermaid came out, and so they had a black Ariel out taking pictures, and
Hell
she
yeah.
looked just like she does in the movie, like the pretty little dress and everything, and I was so excited. And the first time we saw her, we went up to take a picture with her, and right when we got there, they were like, oh, she's just about to go, like, we'll come back at like 12, whatever. So then we went on a ride, we came back out, get in line again. Right when we get there, they're like, oh, she's just about to leave. And then we kept checking, and it would always be like she was gone, or like we would get there when she was leaving, and I never got to take my picture with Black Ariel.
Wow.
And
that feels racist.
It probably was
Like
racist.
a little racist.
Yeah. I think about it all the time, because my dream was to take a picture with her, and I hope she's still there when I go next time, but I'm worried that because they aren't promoting that version of the movie
Anymore.
she won't be there. But pray for me.
Prayers up. Why don't you just be a cast member, and then you can be Black Ariel?
Yeah,
just
that
to
would
meet
be
Black
cool.
Ariel. There you go. Then you look in the mirror and be like, "Wow,
I am
nice
Black
to meet
Ariel.
you."
Yeah, that's good.
Like a crazy person. Yeah, they should just start doing that with all the characters. Like we need like Black Chippendale and Black Baymax and Black Pluto and Black Mickey Mouse.
Definitely.
Oh, by the way, the best Disney character. What? Huh? The best Disney character is Oswald.
Oh, okay. I mean,
classic
Oswald.
Disney character. That's my favorite. That's because I played Epic Mickey when I was a kid, so that's
Yeah.
probably why I'm saying that.
Gotcha.
Oswald is goated, bro. I would go as far as to say that it has way more appeal than Mickey Mouse. Maybe. But honestly, seeing like the newer animated stuff for Mickey Mouse, like on Disney Channel, like
I love those.
those were so good.
Yes.
So maybe
my God. Have you gotten to go on the ride yet? That's like
They have a
based on
ride
that?
for that. What?
Where have you been living? Yeah, and it's probably like the best ride I've ever
Where
been
is
on.
it at? Isn't it fucking Toontown?
It's in Toontown.
Okay, no fucking wonder. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not
but
going to Toontown.
well, you'll have to go to Toontown because the ride is sick.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did they have the yodeling episode in there? That was my favorite one.
I don't know, but I do remember that one distinctly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love Oswald though. Oswald's a goat. No one talks about Oswald. And then you go to Disneyland and they have like one measly little Oswald plushie and then that's it. It's like, what the fuck are we out here doing?
But what exactly do you want?
Huh?
Like what more? I think it would be
You
kind
know
of funny.
the statue of Oswald in Walt Disney?
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal that Oswald.
Are you?
That's what I'm. What's the FBI show? You said you'd steal Oswald from Disneyland? Yeah,
should.
I don't know. I just like him. I'd maybe want like a bigger plushie because like the one I
Okay.
saw is like this big.
You're right. They should have a larger one.
They should have a larger one.
One thing I'd like to talk about that when I'm filming this is only like day old news, but when you're seeing this will be a little bit later. But there's a YouTube channel called, I don't know if it's The Watcher or Watcher, but you might know them as the guys from BuzzFeed Unsolved. Shane and Ryan. Does that sound familiar
heard
to
of
you?
them, yes.
Yeah. So they moved from BuzzFeed to their own channel. They've been doing that for a while now. I don't watch a lot of their content, but I know that they're funny and I know they have like a pretty active fan base. Yesterday, they announced that that whole channel is going to be leaving YouTube. Also, I'm pretty sure removing the content that is currently on YouTube.
Don't like that.
And they're going to be offering it on a subscription service along with like some new content, some new videos. But fans aren't happy with that. And I don't even really watch them. And I'm not happy with that because that's really stupid. Because why would you think it's smart to have your fans who are used to like consuming your content for free want to pay money when honestly I don't think they're gonna get like a lot out of it, like, and your audience is mostly like younger people who probably like don't have that money, and if they did have that money, like that's not where I would want to spend my money. Like honestly, like even the people I'm obsessed with, like Drew Gooden, I'm watching all the time, like I would not want to pay for that. Maybe I'd pay for Good Mythical Morning, but I don't even think I could do that. Like it's just like if your content is not really changing, I don't know. No,
I agree with you. I agree with everything you're saying right now. Can't believe that. Whenever, because you see it like all the time, especially with like, I guess Patreon would be like kind of the most accepted version of that.
Yeah.
But most of the time when you do a Patreon, it's like a plus. Like you're doing YouTube stuff too. Like if we were to launch a Patreon, we wouldn't stop doing stuff on here.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean? I think don't Cody and Noel like paywall their podcast on like their website? Oh, actually no, sorry. They do stuff on YouTube, but they don't do Patreon. They do their own website, right?
I think so.
That's probably the smartest way to do it.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing stuff like what they're doing, the Watcher people, whatever, like you're going up against YouTube. Yeah. You're going up against Patreon. Pre-established things like, but the second you start viewing YouTube as like a competitor, you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
You're just gonna fucking fail. Like you're not gonna appeal to any. How are people gonna find your stuff? Like if you start on YouTube and you continue to go on YouTube, like you I don't know, you probably have like a better chance of being like found by people.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that would just happen to us.
Yeah.
Like more people found out about us because like we are on a platform with other people and other creators.
If we were our little like isolated world, you
Yeah.
have to hope someone who's already paying for it is gonna tell one of their friends, and it's like it's not effective.
And I looked at it; it's $6 a month. That's
for real.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
And
it's like I know they're not getting anything that special.
No, and like I get how popular they are, like BuzzFeed and Solved and whatever. I get they're like funny guys. Or I don't know what it is they're doing that warrants them to be like, damn, we needed $6 a month from everyone.
Nothing, really nothing.
Right? I don't know. Even if they have like higher quality production video. I mean, low key, I just looked at some of that. One of them was like a Minecraft video. You don't need $6 a month from your fans to make fucking Minecraft videos at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like half the time, like especially with YouTube, something like YouTube, I think when YouTube really thrives and shines and is like special and unique is when you don't have like the highest quality production stuff, because this is YouTube. This isn't fucking TV.
Yeah.
I think even Mr. Beast, like he said he likes to shoot with like shittier cameras because like, you know, it just like I know Mr. Beast is like the biggest like YouTuber ever and he's like rich, but like, you know,
no, but still,
he still like holds that like, you know, ideal of like, you know, we don't have to be super high quality all of the time. Like same with us, like we have no fucking budget at all. Like this is our light went out in the middle of the podcast. You know what I mean? But like I feel like if those guys, what are their names again?
Shane and Ryan.
If they had this exact same setup, people would still watch and tune in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. I feel like production value hardly ever matters. I think Emergency Intercom is like probably the biggest podcast in our age group, and it's just them sitting in like the kitchen corner. I think. So like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that doesn't matter.
No, exactly.
And if you want to like make higher quality production stuff, I would just advise that you do everything. I mean, that you do what everyone else is doing and just having a Patreon and not putting all of your content behind a paywall.
No,
Put some of it behind a paywall.
Because people who really like you would pay for that additional stuff because it works for a lot of creators.
That's exactly right.
So,
and I'm sure like, I don't know, you still get money from YouTube.
Yeah. And I'm sure they get like crazy sponsors.
And I'm sure they get crazy sponsors.
I don't know. People are, in their defense, I don't think it's the two guys. People are blaming their CEO because there's like this third guy that works for them. And apparently everyone like already thought he had weird vibes. But I mean, either way, like they have to know that's
it's
a
like
bad
a production
decision.
Company thing.
Yeah. Kinda.
I don't know. I mean, you see it like, as like recently with like stuff like Rooster Teeth, like they had a lot of their videos on their website and not on YouTube. And like, I think they said it themselves, like they view YouTube as a competitor. And it's like, you know, it's tough in this day and age on the internet. Like people, like companies have like already like, you know, planted their feet and they're not going anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see YouTube going like literally anywhere until the internet ends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was gonna say unless like another company like takes over, but I doubt that.
No,
too.
that's a hard.
Literally,
That's
yeah.
really hard.
And like, it's so funny because like that's like YouTube. You know what I mean? Twitch, you can kind of see it getting some competition with like Kick, I think now, and like I think Facebook has their streaming thing, and there's another one I'm forgetting, but like, and even like YouTube like does live streaming stuff now. You can't compete with that.
No.
I feel like we're in a meeting with them right now, and
I
we're
know,
telling
yeah.
them like what to do.
Yeah. So many tweets
know
have been
that.
like, oh, I'd love to be in their office right now. Like, they must hate themselves. Because literally not a single person I've seen on Twitter is supportive of it. And even people who, like, don't watch them and are just, like, hearing other people complain, they're like, yeah, that's a dumb idea. Like, I know nothing about them. That's a dumb idea. It's so obvious to everyone but them, I guess. I don't know.
Like, that's like, you got some balls to be like, oh, we don't need YouTube.
Yeah.
The only people to successfully kind of do that is like iCarly, you know? iCarly, you know, that's a group of people that were like, you know, we don't need YouTube. Let's just go on and do our own thing. And then it worked out.
But also,
like,
I don't think you have to pay for iCarly.
you didn't have to pay for iCarly either.
Yeah, so they had it right.
But they had ads on the site because Freddie said, like, you know, we need, but that was a controversial opinion as well.
Yeah, yeah.
When Freddie introduced ads to the. When Freddie put ads onto the site, there was that whole hashtag thing. Right?
Yes.
Why ads, stop the ads, whatever, right? And then it took, well, because Sam tried putting out a response, but then it took actually Carly to, you know, come on like the live stream and say, hey, you know, we get that you're upset with the ads, but if you like our show and you want it to continue, like this kind of needs to happen. If you want to like support us in other ways, like we have, like we're saying, a donation bin. They didn't paywall their fucking content though. All they did was put an option to donate. And then guess what? It fucking worked. People donated via the mail.
Yeah.
And they didn't get in trouble for that at all. No, they didn't. So yeah, I don't know. We've seen it with iCarly. That was a fluke. You can't be iCarly.
No one
Watcher.
can. Watcher, yeah.
Which is a terrible name too. That's just a
yeah, because no one's watching you now.
Ooh. Oh. We don't do that usually. That hit you too hard.
No.
All right, let's wrap this shit up.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. It's been a fun episode.
Yes,
if you're watching us on YouTube, you should know that we are also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and Amazon Music. And you can find us on Instagram at Junior Varsity Show. We do short form content on TikTok at Junior Varsity Show, and we do other things here on YouTube. We have the Junior Variety Hour where we do album reactions and album tier lists and other fun
stuff that we haven't
activities that haven't been filmed yet. But yeah, we do lots of things, and so follow us in all those places.
Yeah, my name is Josh. This has been Victoria, and we are done forever. Thank God. Release us. Remember to jump today.
Remember to jump.
If you didn't jump right now. On the beat. Go.